Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some work on the Mustang. Got a bunch of ProSport gauges here. I'm going to be doing an install on this one first. This is the ProSport digital boost gauge. So one cool thing about this is normally on boost gauges, cheaper ones, you need to run a whole boost line into the cabin where you have the display. But this one actually has an electrical sender, so I can mount this somewhere in here. Like I'll mount it right here and then go down into the fender well or something with the electrical lines. And you don't need to bring that line where you could risk, it kinking up or, not, having more problems. I mean, it's just longer. So that's really cool that they include this. And this reads between, I think it was, let me read here. I have the instructions somewhere, but it reads up to 45 PSI, which I'm definitely not hitting that. It'll probably be more around like 10 PSI. But yep, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to install this. It's pretty simple. Basically, what you need to do is take the included T, find one of your vacuum lines. This is off the bypass valve. Just put the T in there, run the vacuum line through this diaphragm, and then into the electrical sender. And then from the electrical sender, this just needs power ground, and then this white line connects to the green line. This is the harness off of the gauge, goes into the green line, and then inside the car, the gauge just needs 12 volt accessory power, 12 volt power, and a ground. And it's as simple as that. It'll be, this will take longer just because I have to record it, but yeah, it's pretty simple. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the T on, take off my wheel here, and in there's a grommet that goes into the driver footwell, and from there I'll just be able to route it up and wire it in. Wiring will probably take the most amount of time, but yeah, that's all you really need. I'd recommend getting a fuse tap. I can show you pretty much what that looks like right here. This is a fuse tap, and you can do that on your interior fuse box just for some 12 volt power. I might need to revise how mine's set up because I got a lot of them, but that's basically all you got to do. All right guys, so I got this vacuum line on here. Originally this T was the one that was off the manifold. It had a smaller nipple at the bottom, so I actually switched them so I can use full 1/4 inch throughout this entire thing. Got this black loom that fits over both the line and the nipple itself. Then ran the line down here. Got a self-tapping bolt to secure the electrical sender. Between there I got the filter. This is actually a filter, not a diaphragm. And now we just need to wire power, ground, and then run the white wire into the cab for the gauge. One thing that made this easier, because these lines are actually really tight, they're really small to get on these nipples. One thing I found that's really useful is getting one of these. This is the hole punch I use to get the self-tapper in there started. You take that and some soapy water, and then the line that you want to make a little bit bigger, you just stuff that in there and pull it over, and then I'll hog it out, make it a little bit bigger radius that you can get them on. So that's basically what I did. And then I also zip tied it down there, not crimping it. You don't want a lot of any tension really on the line. So that's gonna sit there. I'm gonna go ahead and start wiring these in. All right guys, I got the wiring for power for the solenoid here done. So you can see I got the power and ground. I just put the ground right here where I have a ground for my intercooler pump. So just run her there. And then I have the power line that runs down the radiator support all the way over here to the fuse box. I put it in this one right here. This is the ignition fuse. So that should only get power when the key is on. If I need to relocate it to something else, I can easily do that. But I just had it tabbed or probed right there. So this side's pretty much done. Now I just need to run a line from the sender here down into the cab. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift up the car, remove the wheel, and run that line in. All right guys, so I got that white wire wired in. It just goes straight down into the wheel well here. I have another line for my oil pressure gauge, and it comes up around here into this rubber grommet right there. And then inside the car here, I just ran a bunch of excess wire, and this is gonna go into the green line from the harness. And then from there we can put our gauge in, we can wire up power to the accessory and put a ground, and we should be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue with that and give it a test. All right guys, I got this gauge pod just kind of in place. I had to take off the pillar here I had. So the green wire goes to that white wire that's in the engine bay to that sender unit. Black wire is gonna be a ground in here. And then these red and yellow, I just merged together. This is gonna go to the fuse panel down there for power. So I'm gonna go ahead and run these. Basically just need to find a ground under here, any bolt should work, and then one of those fuse taps like I showed you on the inside the engine bay. So I'm gonna go ahead and wire this up, turn on the key, and see if it starts reading anything. All right guys, I got the gauge pod in, got the wiring all sorted out, got it plugged into the fuse panel there. I just found an empty one that basically turns on with the ignition. So you turn the key on, and there it goes, it turns on. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a start, and you'll see it show negative. Right there. All right guys, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up and then let the car warm up, and then we're gonna take it on a test drive. We're gonna see how much boost my supercharged Mustang makes. All right guys, we're gonna be driving around and testing this out. Vince will be the cameraman for this.
What's up?
Here you go. 1 pound. We made 8 pound of boost.
Okay, take it off. It's
Yep.
too much. We're gonna break it.
We won't break it. All right, ready? Woo!
Slow it down. There's a big ass bump up ahead too.
Yeah. Dude, that hit 12 pounds.
Damn.
Did you see that? That hit 12 pounds of boost. That was awesome. That felt really good too. This was effectively Lito's final revision as well. So yeah, that's pretty good. I was not expecting 12 pounds. That is awesome. So we'll be back once we get back to the house, and we'll just finish it off there. All right guys, that's gonna do it. You saw the installation, it was pretty easy. We made 12 pounds of boost on the supercharged Mustang. If you guys are interested in picking up any quality gauges, check out ProSport. They make awesome gauges. They have a bunch of different stuff. This is their digital series. You can get actual like gauges like that. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below.